hello. I didn't see you there. Good morning, America. I'm your host as always, John Burgundy, and tonight's top story, to lower or not to lower. That is the question that has been burning on the minds of young Americans and government officials across the nation. Many protests over this issue have surfaced across Frisco within the past months. Teenagers have rallied in a cause with all of their peers in an attempt to lower the voting age, even if only by a year. As of now, it only seems to be a local movement, but with the backing these protests are getting, it might even spread nationally. Now, before, experts have said that even if the voting age was lowered by a year, it wouldn't affect the voter turnout rates due to teens not having the drive or the desire to take the time to vote about issues that don't concern them. But now, teens are expressing that the issues do indeed concern them, and they want to actually have a voice within their nation. And statistics show they have a right to. We're going to transfer you over to youth expert Braden Whitaker, who has some more information on the subject. Take it away, Braden.
Are more than qualified enough to vote. The Federal Voting Rights of 1965 states that any person who has not been adjudged and incompetent and who has completed the 6th grade in a public school, I don't know why it's 6th grade, but it's 6th grade, bro, or a private school accredited by any state or territory. Why is it territory? The District of Columbia or the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, where instructions is carried on predominantly in the English language, possesses sufficient literacy, comprehension, and intelligence to vote in any election. In any words, anybody who's old enough, like 16, who has technically graduated 6th grade is allowed to vote. I don't know why, but they are. Taking the statistics from the National Youth Rights Association, 80% of 16 and 17-year-olds work at some point before graduations, along with 61% working during the school year. If anyone listening can apply this to their own life, you know very well that your government leaves you in the dark. Not true, but about what they are doing and how it affects you, somewhat. For instance, you have no say in how much taxes that they are taking from you, or even how they are spending it. Technically, they're not doing that until you're 18, so you're fine. This is coming straight from the federal government. Do you see anything hypocritical or ironic in their so-called act? I'll leave that for you all to decide. America!
Wow, that is fascinating. Now it's time to transfer to lead reporter Ashlyn Holt, who's on the scene of a protest taking place in Frisco as we speak. Take it away, Ashlyn.
Thanks, John. I'm here in the field at Wakeland High School where a horde of angry young youth is protesting their government, which they feel is suppressing their right to vote. Why? Well, it's all because of a number, their age. Here comes a protester now.
Hey, man.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
My name's Zach. Is that a camera?
It is. And what are you doing out here today?
Well, I'm fighting for one of our most basic human rights, the ability to have a say about what happens in our nation. 'Cause I'm a patriot.
Why do you believe that at such a young age you're ready to step up to the challenge of voting for the commander-in-chief of your country, our president?
Okay, even as a younger person, I still have an interest in what is happening in my country. I believe that the louder I fight for my right to vote, the more likely I am to be heard. Now, I may be young, but I am ready to step up to the plate and fight for my rights. Although, technically, at 18 you get your rights. Sorry, I have to put that in. I am just as concerned of a citizen as every single adult out there in the world. I'm going to be putting my input in all the time.
What changes do you think that we can expect to see if we do end up lowering the voting age to 16 or 17, and how will this affect our government?
If we give young adults the right to vote and have a say in our country, we will see an increase in voter turnout at the polls. Not only will that increase the statistics in the right for younger people, but that would also cause them to have more people from different nations, different states, so to speak, to come in, vote. Then they have more polls, more people voting, better presidents. Sorry to say this, but Obama was a bad choice. And then you can have younger people thinking more about what they want to do, have their older brothers and sisters come up and vote for them.
So what do you feel like would be pros of lowering the voting age?
There are several reasons to allow young Americans a say in what happens in their country. To name a few, even at age 16, many young people can drive. Take on full-time jobs and withhold as much stress as any other adult in our country. Several other countries throughout the world have looked at the prospect of lowering the voting age, and after following through, have realized that the young voter turnout at the polls has grown through the roof.
However, you have to admit that there are cons to lowering the voting age, correct?
Yes, that is true. For example, some people believe that if we allow 16-year-olds to vote, it will only widen the pool of uninformed voters in America and in the end lead to increased numbers of unsatisfied Americans. Another theory is that 18 to 24-year-olds don't even vote as is, so what would make them want to start now?
So how do you feel that young Americans such as yourself should attempt to counteract the negativity towards the youth of America?
We are given the chance to vote, we need to take it and run with it. Every teenager out there needs to vote and spread their opinion like wildfire. Yeah, wildfires. School systems, get in there, get involved, help your teachers help us, man. That's all I'm gotta say. By the way, go America! Woo!
Thank you so much for your time. I'm Ashton Holt for Channel 4 News. Back to you, John.
Well, that's all we have for tonight, folks. From all of us here at Frisco News Channel at 9, I'm John Burgundy, and you stay classy, America.